Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of RBC football is being brought to you by the Two River Times. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Red Bank Catholic is brought to you by Playa Bowls of Red Bank. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Long Branch is being brought to you by Rosario Realty. The nightcap at Rutgers, two more short conference unbeaten teams, 5-0 Red Bank Catholic against 4-0 Long Branch. This would be an interesting matchup. Early on, Steve Lubisher lowers his way in from 7 yards out. The Casey's strike first. It's 7-0 Red Bank Catholic in the first. But this Long Branch team came to play, and Jermaine Corbett made a statement against an outstanding defense. The sophomore running back into RBC territory. And then in the second quarter, here's Juwan Wilkins to Pesa Fields. Fields had a marvelous game. Fields out of bounds at the 1 yard line. No worries because they go to the big fella. It's Lakim Morris cashing in. He bulldozes his way into the paint. We got a 7-7 game in the second quarter. And Jermaine Corbett was a matchup problem. Look at these elusive moves. Remember the name Jermaine Corbett. He's going to be a big factor over the next 3 years. And then it's Wilkins to TJ Foscue who plunges in. That's a 14-yard scoring play. How about Long Branch with a 14-7 lead on Red Bank Catholic? Corbett continued to set the pace on the ground. Jermaine Corbett ran for 183 yards against RBC. Not very many sophomores can say that. But late first half, RBC settles down. Zach Bear almost gets in there. He's marked down at the 1. No worries. Next play, Bear with that great push from the O-line. Touchdown Red Bank Catholic. At the half, we got a 14-14 game. Third quarter, RBC shows why they're one of the top teams in the state. They make a statement. Lubisher so elusive. He fights for every yard down to the 11-yard line. And then the play action. And the play action is wonderful. Lubisher to Charlie Gordonier. The sophomore hauls it down. 8 yards, 21-14 RBC. And now with Lubisher and the pass game established, Zach Bear is able to really find some space. And here comes Zach Bear. Big run right there. It sets up another RBC touchdown. Zach Bear, he's got vision. He's got it all. The balance, the speed, 22 yards. That makes it 28-14 Red Bank Catholic. And how about Bear? He committed earlier this week to play Ivy League football at Dartmouth. Oh, the Big Green are getting a good one. Pushed out of bounds inside the 5. And then it's Lubisher back to work. The play action, Kevin Bauman. RBC's got Gordonier and Bauman as sophomores. The future is bright. They've got a real solid football program. 35-14 at the end of 3. Long Branch kept on slinging. And this is Wilkins to Pesa Fields for 52 yards. Pesa Fields had 9 catches for 145 yards and 2 TDs. But Lubisher and Bear were simply too much. Look at Steve Lubisher go. That's a 64-yard run. He's a great passer, and he's also able to get out of the pocket quickly and make plays like that. And Lubisher is going to lower the boom one more time. 8-yard touchdown for Steve Lubisher. And in the end, the RBC defense is finally able to slow down the Long Branch attack. That's Taj Baradesco breaking one up in the end zone. And Red Bank Catholic moves on to 6-0 on the season, but they got a tussle from the Green Wave of Long Branch. 42-28 is your final. Lubisher had 208 total yards, 2 TD passes, 2 TD runs. Zach Bear is now over the 1,000-yard mark with 221 yards rushing and 2 scores. So now, in this matchup of 4 short conference teams, all unbeaten, all that's left, 6-0 St. John Vianney, 6-0 Red Bank Catholic. They go head-to-head next week. Get to Red Bank early. There will be thousands attending that great showdown. After the game, Jay Cook gets post-game reaction from the Caseys as head coach Frank Edgerly appreciated the tough test he got from Long Branch.
Well, I'll tell you what, earlier in the year with Middletown North, we were in a similar situation, okay, where we were tied at the half and we weren't playing well. But to bounce back in the second half, obviously, 21 points in the third quarter, okay, got us back on track, got a couple defensive stops, converted into points. I mean, that was clearly the difference tonight.
It's a little bit of everything. We have weapons everywhere on the offense, from the receivers to the tight ends to the quarterback. So we definitely do a good job of spreading the ball around the field and doing what we need to do.
Puts a toll on defense because they have to stop Bear and then they have to stop me, and plus our line just block great, and I mean we have one of the best lines in the state, so